Hello children, this is Ramesh Kumar Yadav and today I have brought for you a new lesson for class 12th standard students from English literature, and this lesson is from Flamingo, and this is the first chapter, the last lesson, and this has been composed by Alphonse Daudet. And dear children, he was born in 1840 and died 1897, and he was a French novelist and as well as short story writer. Okay, and just a minute. The last lesson he just said in the days of Franco-Prussian War that happened in 1870 to 1871. Overall, I mean to say that last lesson that is a description having information about Franco-Prussian War. Okay, and in this war, France defeated by Prussia, and Prussian army was led by Bismarck. I hope it is clear so far. Now next point, Prussia that consisted of what now are the nation of Germany, Poland, parts of Austria. It means, dear children, of between 1870 to 1871, Prussia was known at its own name, but later, now I mean present time, Prussia is known as Germany, Poland and parts of Austria. Means including all these nations were the part of Prussia, but right now these three countries are scattered according to time. Okay, I hope it is clear everyone. Now next point, just a minute. In this story, France district Alsace and Lorraine, okay, captured by Prussian hands, and you will get the information details that what happened with these Alsace and Lorraine after reading this story to find what effect this had on life of a school. So now let's start the story. Story is starting from here, as you can see on your screen. I will explain line by line. Okay, here is the word I. This word belongs to Franz, who is the main character of this story. I started for school very late that morning. Franz is saying that the day when he wanted to attend the school, he was already late and was in great dread of scolding, especially. Here is a question arising, dear children. I mean, why Franz was very afraid of scolding? Reason you can see further line, because M. Hamel, who was his English subject teacher, had said what? That he would question us on participles. Means Franz was given some work on participles to be learned by him, but Franz is expecting that I did not know the first word about them. Overall, it means that he did not learn a word. For a moment, I thought of Okay, now you can see here. For a moment I thought of running away and spending the day out of doors. Means he was not ready to join the school at that day because he was extempore. It means unprepared of his lesson, and it was so warm, so bright, the birds were chirping at the edge of the woods. It means, children, when Franz was not ready to join school, then he just went out of in woods where he could enjoy the warm, bright environment of the nature, and as well as birds were chirping, and he was enjoying over all these things. And in the open field back of the soft mill, the Prussian soldiers were drilling. And when Franz was enjoying amongst the nature's activity, at that moment he saw something, that was Prussian soldiers coming out from the backside of sawmill. You know, dear children, what is the meaning of sawmill? Sawmill, you know, the place where woods are cut into pieces for the manufacturing of different type of tools that is made of woods. Now next point. It was all much more tempting than the rule for participles, but I had the strength to resist and hurried off to school. It means, although he was getting enjoy staying in the woods, and he was thinking that this was the more important than rules for participles, but at last he changed his mind, and he just resist and hurried off to school. Means then he just decided that he should join the school. Okay, now next point. You can see next paragraph, that is on your screen. Okay, when I passed the town hall, there was a crowd in front of the bulletin board. Means Franz was going to attend the school. Then at that moment he saw something, that was a town hall where there was a crowd and all were reading the bulletin board. For the last 2 years, all our bad news had come from there. And Franz was thinking that whenever he goes to school from that way, always he heard the news that was bad news from that bulletin board, and the lost battles, the draft, the orders of the commanding officers. And I thought to myself without stopping, what can be the matter now? It means, dear children, on that day when he was going to school, then there was a mob, there was a crowd near the bulletin board. And Franz thought that what may be the reason that today so many people are here. So what may be the reason? You can see the next para. Just I'm going to scroll it. Just a minute, wait. Then, as I hurried by as fast as I could go, the blacksmith watcher who was there with his apprentice reading the bulletin called after me, "Don't go so fast. Okay, Bob, you will get to your school in plenty of time." Dear children, for your kind information, I want to explain these paragraphs, that this paragraph having the emotions of a blacksmith whose name was Watcherman, watcher, and especially watcher was there, and he was reading the news from the bulletin board with his apprentice. And when Franz was hurriedly going to the school, he called after him, "Don't go so fast. Bob." Bob, this is addressing word, especially for Franz. "You will get to play school plenty of time." It means Watcher just said to Franz that don't be hurry because today you will get enough time for reading. Actually, Franz was unaware that why he was using all these things. So just wait, and I thought he was making fun of me and reached M. Hammel's little garden all out of breath. Okay, it means Franz was thinking कि Watcher, who was a blacksmith, was making fun with him. And actually he was not making fun, it was true, but Franz was unaware, and that is why M. Hamel just decided to race to garden as soon as it is possible. Just wait 1 minute. Okay, dear children, today's explanation only up to this, and rest paragraph would be discussed by me in next part of video from here. Okay.